Hi everyone, Chris from Stone Age Gamer here. Modern video game consoles are fantastic. You got your PlayStation 5s, your Nintendo Switches, your Xbox Series, whatever the heck. They're all great. They all got these fancy, wonderful graphics and great connectivity issues, but sometimes you want something a little bit more simple. Sometimes you want a basic console that you can just plug into your TV, slap a cartridge in, and play with your friends. That is where the Evercade Versus comes in. This is a version of the popular Evercade handheld that is designed to play on your television. Uses all the same games, and well, it's pretty nice. Let's take a look. All right, here is the Evercade Versus Retro Game Console Premium Pack. This is the box that it comes in. It is shrink wrapped. It's pretty neato. Let's see, it's got 2 collections, including 18 games from Technos and Data East. There's a picture of the console on the front, another snazzy bit on the top, and on the back, here we go, a little better look at what's inside the box. But I think for an even better look at what's inside the box, let's open up the box. So, I've got my trusty box cutter here. We're going to go ahead and give it a little slice and see what's cooking in here. It's one of these little slidey jobs. All right, oh, look at that. Ready to play together. So I'll just put that over there, and what do we got? I'm assuming it opens up like this. Yep, and there it is. Would you look at that? What a snazzy looking little thing. All right, so it's got its own little, oh, look at that. All right, here's the console itself right here. And we'll go ahead and move these things over to the side. There's a couple of games here. I'll go ahead and set those aside. And then we have all of this business. Here's the instructions. Here's the controllers. And that's the bottom of the box. So I'm going to grab one controller here, just so we can look at it. And there's your little power cord. So this is USB powered. That's kind of cool. We'll move this aside and let's take a closer look at what we've got. Let's look at the system first. So here is the Evercade Versus console, which is actually pretty nice looking. I gotta say, seeing it in pictures, it looks a little bit better in person than on pictures. You got your 4 controller ports right in the front there, your power button on the top. It's got a nice little click to it. On the back, you've got HDMI, you've got your power, and then you've got this little circle here, which I don't know what it does, because I just opened this thing, and I have no other experience with the Evercade. And then you open this up, and you've got not 1, but 2 cartridge inputs! Isn't that nice? Because this is a cartridge-based game system. How cool is that? Next up, let's take a closer look at the controller, which is big. This is it's pretty wide as far as a controller is concerned, but that is to house some nice-looking controllers. Let's see, X, Y, B, A. So, of course, we've got yet another combination of these 4 letters. You've got some button in the middle here that does something, because you got your start and select, so maybe this is like a home button. I don't know, we'll find out when we start playing with it. We got L1, R1, L2, R2. It's got a nice red cord. Looks like it's pretty decent length. And it's a pretty comfortable controller, all things considered. It's weirdly wide, but it does have this D has a really good feel to it. That's nice. Okay. Big fan of that. And this is what the games look like. These are the 2 that came in it, and if I reach over here, we have a more smattering of games to look at over here as well. So with it, we've got the, let's see, the Data East Arcade 1, Technos Arcade 1, and then elsewhere on our site, you can also get Jalico, Mega Cat, Pico, dual game cartridge of Xenocrisis, and Tanglewood. Oh, that's a weird logo. Gallico Arcade 1 and Atari Arcade 1. This one I actually already cracked open because I wanted to know what these cartridges look like. And there they are. So each thing comes with its own colored instruction manual, which is pretty nice. I mean, look at that. That's wonderful. And it's printed on real nice paper, too. It feels like old school arcade, old school NES style instruction manuals back in the golden days. And then the cartridges themselves look like this. They are got a little floopy-doop on the back there. You got the Atari, what it is written on the back of it, which is pretty nice. They don't have end labels, but chances are if you've got these things, you're going to be displaying them in these nice jewel cases that they come in, which is pretty cool. So there you go. That's what's in the box. It's a nice presentation. It's got a real good feel to it. Good weight. Doesn't feel like a cheap nothing controller. It feels about as heavy as a Super Nintendo controller. you know, with the wire and everything like that. And the system itself doesn't have a very big footprint. It's just not that much bigger than a DVD case. So let's go ahead and plug a cartridge in just to see what that's like. Huh? So I'm assuming they go in upside down. Oh, look at that. And there you go. Slides in, you can still kind of see the title of it, even though it's upside down. Close it back up, and there you go. So why don't we go check out what this thing does in action? Let's go. All right, we've got our Evercade on and plugged in. It's got some crazy flashy lights going on there. I like that. And it's starting up. Let's see what it does. Okay, Evercade versus. I like it. Let's get a little bit more volume here. And turn my TV up. And maybe my remote batteries are dead. Oh, wait, no, not there. The volume's going up there. I didn't even see it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some basic setup stuff here. I've got my controller in my hand right here. We're going to choose English. Welcome to the Versus. Let's skip setting up Wi-Fi. Connecting your Evercade Versus to the internet makes it easy to keep your Evercade Versus up to date and ensures you're always getting the best experience. Well, that's good to know that it's got some internet connectivity. And then we've got your license agreement. It looks like we've got to scroll all the way down to the bottom to make this thing. Accept. Okay, and now we are at the main menu, and okay, so it looks like it's booted up the Atari one. Oh no, it's got all the games mixed in alphabetical order. Oh, that's pretty snazzy. So, can I look at things? Let's see. We can mess with our displays. We got a original ratio, pixel perfect, or full screen. I'm gonna go. I like pixel perfect. Let's give that a shot. I'm gonna skip scan lines. Never been a fan of adding scan lines to HD TVs. Bezels. Yeah, let's. Oh, look at these. You got some neat little borders going on here. Let's go ahead and keep them off. I like them off. And scan lines on or off. Oh, in the menu. You can have scan lines on in the menu. That's pretty neat. Theme, sound, network. Wow. So you got a whole bunch of options right off the back here. But let's go back to the menu and sort titles. Okay. So this is the Atari collection. We can just kind of... Let's see. Sort. Oh, by title, by release, by players. Okay. And show all or just show cart one. All right. So here's just cart one, what's on the Atari one. And then here's just what's on the Technos one. Now, I'm curious if this is the NES game or the arcade game. So let's go ahead and hit the start button, I guess. No? Oh, yeah, A for select. It says it right there on the screen. So we started this up. Seeking Revenge. Oh, it looks like a screenshot from the arcade version. And then you got your controls right down here. A little display. Oh, you can have game saves too. Well, would you look at that? Let's go ahead and give this a try. Let's go ahead and boot this Double Dragon 2 up and see what it is. Okay. Looks like the arcade game for sure. Definitely not the NES version. Insert coin. I probably should have looked at that menu to see what button does what. So let's see what this center button does. And it is, in fact, the menu button. So quick save, load last save, save load, controls, display settings, quick game. Would you look at that? That is actually it's pretty nice. So what inserts coin is the select button. Neat. Let's go back. Let's throw a coin in there. And wow, she seemed very surprised by that. And then they just walk away. Those guys are very rude. Let's walk out of our helicopter garage and beat the snot out of them. Ow. Right. Double Dragon 2 had, like, you attack forward or backward. That's right. Alright, so let's kick these guys. Yeah. Boy, yeah. This is a pretty nice looking port of Double Dragon 2. It seems to work exactly the way the arcade one did. It looks very nice. I'm not noticing any kind of lag on the buttons at all. I mean, you shouldn't. It's a wired controller, but this isn't even the nicest TV in the world, and it seems to be in pretty good shape here. This is really nice. Let's see what else we got here. Let's go ahead and quit game and go back, and I want to try out one of the Atari ones. So let's go to show cart. There we go. Now let's see what we have on the Atari one. These are arcade. How does Centipede play, I wonder? How do you transfer that from the trackball as opposed to... Alright, so move your bug blaster, insert coins, and fire, start game. Alright, let's give it a go. Let's see how this works. Play. I'm assuming it's the arcade version. Yep, totally the arcade version. So I'm inserting coins. Okay, yeah, it's just I mean, obviously you're not going to get your trackball on this controller here, but it does seem to it seems to do the trick. It moves around pretty well. I miss the trackball, and I always will. But as far as like being a functional version of Centipede, this is doing the job. All right, so let's go out of here, and now I want to try taking out a cartridge and throwing another one in. I'm going to put in the Jalico collection here because I want to know what these ones play like. So let's see what happens when we just yank a cartridge. We're going to go ahead and back out. Look at that. Updates in real time. Okay, I am a fan of that. I like how it just kind of updates it right there in front of you. So I saw City Connection on here. I wonder, is this the arcade City Connection or the NES one? Let's find out. You play as an anonymous male protagonist in a Honda City on a tour of all the sites and roads across the world. Okay, I am well acquainted with how to play City Connection. So that looks like a screenshot from the... Yep, it's the NES one. It did cut off the sound a little bit when I booted it up, but, you know, what are you going to do? Here we go. Yeah! Oh, City Connection. I love this game. And it works great. Again, there is absolutely nothing in terms of button lag here. I am feeling pretty good about this. So, let's see. Let's get out of there. Good old City Connection. And go back to the menu. What else was on this one? Show Cart 1. We got Bases Loaded, Astyanax, Operation Logic. Oh, Rival Turf. Look at that. Let's... Totally rad. Let's do Rival Turf. That's a Super Nintendo one. Let's go ahead and load up Rival Turf and see how that plays. Good old Jalico. They get a lot of flack for some of their games, but man, they had some cool stuff. Rival Turf was a pretty fun game. Let's see, there's this. We'll just go ahead and one-player it. Ooh, do I want to be Jack Flack or Uzi Nelson? I think I gotta be Uzi Nelson, right? I mean, why would you ever choose to not be someone called Uzi? Streets of LA. Alright, here we are, and it's this is totally the Super Nintendo game, and it feels phenomenal. It feels spot on. I mean, I've got absolutely nothing besides getting crap kicked out of me. Look, nothing in input lag there, nothing at all. It just works. I love it. So let's see how this save state stuff works. Let's go to quick save. There we go. All right, and it just goes back into the game. I'm gonna beat up this guy. Walk around for a second, and let's load quick save. Look at that, instantaneous, nice and straightforward. It's just as simple as can be as far as like how to actually use the your quick save, which is quite lovely. So making save states is no big deal at all, and that's the Evercade. That's it doing its thing, and I gotta say, this is pretty nice. The Evercade Versus and a wide array of games for it are available now at StoneAgeGamer.com. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you liked what you saw here today, please follow, comment, like, and subscribe. Let us know down in the comments section, what Evercade games do you like? Do you have one of these things? What games do you wish were on this thing? I know there's a new IREM collection, and I would love to see an eventual collection that includes Ninja Baseball Batman, but, you know, what are you going to do? Thanks again, everybody. On behalf of all of us here at Stone Age Gamer, keep playing games. Take that.
Yeah.